Hi there, welcome back. Well, these are two more moulds from our Temu haul. These are two of a set of 3 square box moulds. Now we've got a bit of leftover resin from a previous project there with some space grey Arteza mica powder in them. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to put some fishes in. I just showed you a few there. Look, lovely. These are ones we've made before. Or dragonfly and a butterfly. I'm really not certain at this point. It's very organic the way this project happened. But here we go. And just getting out every last little drop of this lovely resin, which again, as I said, was coloured using space grey from Arteza. Everything we've used in today's project will be listed in the description box below, along with any discount codes for Temu and any other companies that we have discount codes for. Why not go and check out our most recent Temu haul video where we got these particular molds. The fish mold comes from a previous Temu haul to that. There we go. So again, this mold, this pink one, was also from the Temu haul, along with the lovely white mica powder that we're using there. Just dusting the mold. This is a marine themed one, hence all the lovely shells. I'm just dusting it using a dry bristled paintbrush, or you can use whatever you prefer to use to dust your moulds. I love how sparkly white that is. And then this is one that's a bit more of a silver colour. These mica powders, again, as I said, this is more of a glitter mica, I would say, or a mica glitter. And it goes on very, very easily. It's one of a set of 10, which is from the most recent Temu haul again. There we go. And as I've said, links to the description in the description box for everything that we use. I am also, as you've noticed, wearing my lovely pink nitrile gloves. So also now about to add in some more of the space grey Arteza mica powder. There we go. Goes in so easily. I have to say Arteza is my favourite kind of mica powder to use. It's just a shame that I can't get it via Amazon currently, but I do have 36 different colours, so I'm fine for the moment. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. Now we're going to use some of their crystal white Arteza, and we've got these lovely, I want to call them koi fish, but they're goldfish, koi fish, and we're just using a mix of the different colours. Look at that. The detail in these moulds is amazing. Absolutely amazing. There we go. So just dusting over to make sure we've got everything we need. There we go. And as you can see, unfortunately, I've got quite a bit of mica powder on my work area. Must try and be more tidy. But there we go. And in with some of the crystal white. Of course, you can use any brand mica powder you wish. It's kicking up quite a bit of dust, so do make sure that you've got a mask on whilst you're doing this and work in a well-ventilated area. I decided for this project to use some polyurethane resin. First time using it. There's literally a 20-second stir time, and then pour it. And pour it as quickly as you can, because it goes off and starts curing within a couple of minutes, I want to say. Hence why I am working very quickly here. This is in real time, by the way. Real time. I've got some overspill, which I'm trying to deal with by using a stir stick just to scrape it back up into these other parts. So yes, it was going off very, very quickly. And I had made up too much, and I wasn't sure at this point what to do with the rest. Yeah. But you'll see. You'll see soon what happens. I'm just topping up the little fish there. I have got another little fish on the right there, sorry, just slightly out of camera shot, and I'm just filling that one up as well. and then I put them all to one side so they can start their curing process. They cured. Now the leftover resin I did put in the smaller square mould. Now this was literally half an hour later. So it went from being cloudy to being white. Now it's come away from the mould quite nicely, quite easily. I've got a little bit of overspill. Go careful because they can be a bit delicate. And look at this though. Wow, so if you've got a project you want to do quickly, this is a very good kind of polyurethane resin. It's very good to use. But there we go. But bear in mind it does cure white. Look at that. The detail. It looks lovely with those different mica colour powders. Absolutely stunning. So here we go with the second one. Now at this point I thought I was only going to use 2 in the bigger one of the 2 square moulds. I do actually end up using 3, all 3 that I did make. There we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love the detail on these moulds. Comes out so well. So well. Stunning. They would make lovely keyring charms, handbag charms, decorate them photo frames, anything really, soap dishes, trays, coasters. World's your oyster. So here I am just demoulding the one with all the lovely shells. Now quite a bit of overspill, but it's paper thin. But do be careful because these smaller pieces here, the shells, can be a little bit delicate. And I think it's just purely because of the resin that I've used. The polyurethane rather than the regular resin. Now it comes off the mould that easily. Just wanted to show you that. Comes off very, very easily like that, and then very easily off the base as well. So I am going to show you all of these individual ones, and you can see I'm just picking it away from the edges. If you don't want to do that because you're worried that you might damage the piece, look at that, it's stunning. Gorgeous. I love the different shading with the different coloured mica powders. Then you can go in with a little pair of scissors and just little snip around it. So look at that shell. Look how sparkly and white that is. Beautiful. Can't wait. We're going to go away for a few days in the summer, and I want to go and do a bit of beach combing, see if we can find some nice shells. Look at that. Beautiful. Here we go with the next one. I'm going to bring it, just finish it off a little bit, and then I'll bring it into proper focus. See you in a minute now. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. The detail on these moulds is excellent. It is, mind you, you know, we've always found with Temu that, you know, the moulds have been pretty good, pretty good. The only one the only thing I would say is that these moulds do come out matte unless you use a really sparkly mica powder like I've used here. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Look at the detail. Stunning. That would make a really lovely pendant, but make sure it's not sharp on the ends there. Look at that. That would make, you could make 2 of those, make a very nice pair of earrings, whether they are stud or drop. Or you could make a really lovely, use a selection of these and make a very nice focal piece for a bangle or a bracelet. Beautiful. In a bezel. If you get them in a bezel, if you can get a bezel on a bangle that's big enough, looks stunning. Would look really, really very high end, stunning. Gorgeous. So now was my decisions. So the resin that is in the mould, in that square mould currently, has been in there about 4 or 5 hours, and it was tacky. So it was tacky enough for me to put these fish in. Now, yes, you can wear gloves, you can use tweezers, but I wasn't touching the resin, so I thought I'm going to be okay. So as you can see there, he's on the surface of the resin there, which is great. Then I put that one in, and now this is when I used the third one. There it is. Look at that. So that third one is more white. Now, I'm just pressing them down slightly because I was very well aware of the fact that the top of the fins on their backs might be on a level with the top of the mould, which is not what I want. So here we are. I'm just trying to work out where I'm going to put the shells. Have I got enough of the shells? And I'll let you into a little secret. I had made another set of shells for this. So look at that. I was having a lot of problems trying to make my mind up. Really having a lot of problems trying to make my mind up. Just because I suppose in a lot of ways there was just too many to choose from. And I did want to make this one and the smaller square mould as well. So, yeah. But in the end, stop the video now. Which one do you think I went with? In the middle. Which one do you think I went with? I'm going to use the tweezers to put these in now. Look at that. I went with that one. I think that's a conch shell. Although I'm not 100% certain on that. So please forgive me if I'm wrong. I love it. I'm just pressing the little fishes down a bit more, which I do live to regret, and you will see why in the finished piece. But it's good. It's all well and good. But it's looking, so far, I'm really pleased with the progress. Considering this wasn't really very much pre-planned, it was very much off the cuff, very organic. Look at that. Here is a bit of a close-up. It's looking stunning. So there we go. I positioned some more, placed some more. I was very happy with those. And then I left it to one side to finish curing. So those would stick. Now this is the polyurethane based one. I've made some more shells and I have sped this clip up because again, took rather a long time deciding what to put where. I had made some more. And in a moment you will see the design I ended up going with. There we go. So again, just deciding what was I going to put where. Was I actually going to use all of them? Yeah. Obviously the decision is totally up to you. You don't have to stick with the colours I've used for these shells. You can use whatever colours you like. Yeah. So just trying desperately to make a decision at this point. You know, it was because I was going to, there we go, because I was going to use super glue, I just thought I do need to decide. So, because I'm using super glue, by the way, because the polyurethane resin cures within a few minutes. So it's not tacky. It's not like the other resin in the other mould that we've, square mould. So you've got to find a way of sticking them down. Now, yeah, you could pour a very thin layer of regular resin down if you wanted to and just place them on it and then leave it another 24 hours. But I thought I'm going to open the super glue and I'm going to use that instead. So that is what I am doing here. I do love these two large shell moulds. Do really like them. There you go. So just sticking them down, trying to, I did have to, some of them stuck to the polyurethane resin better than the others. I'm not too sure why that was. I don't know if it's the brand of super glue. I'm not 100% happy with this particular brand of super glue, so I don't think we're going to bother buying that again. But obviously it's up to you which brand you use. There we go. Just trying to make a decision where to put them. And then applying the glue. Remembering, of course, not to stick your fingers together or to what you're trying to glue down or what you're gluing it to. There we go. It's the final few little bits just about to be stuck down. Just trying to use the tweezers. Trying, especially with these smaller pieces, goodness. Yes, just doing my best. Oh, that was brave of me. Now, there we go. Using these lovely tweezers and pressing it down. And then this is the final one coming up. Ooh. There we go. Just reposition that slightly. Very happy with that. There's a little bit of a close-up. They're all completely stuck and adhered to the polyurethane resin now. So there's the two of them together. Now, you can probably spot I've lost a couple of the outside fins on two of those. On the top two, that's because unfortunately they did sink a bit too far into the resin. So I suppose with hindsight, what I would do is wait just a couple more hours and then put these in. Or alternatively, just use the same method as I've used with the polyurethane based one mould and wait till it's cured completely and stick them down with super glue. Now I did decide to add in a few more shells on this one. I definitely added the conch one there. So you have two of them. You don't have to do that, of course, if you don't want to. You can just use the fishes or just use the shells. Totally up to you. There we go. Going to probably put this one in as well. There we go. So now this is Wayne. Now Wayne has mixed up. Once those all, by the way, have completely stuck down, I did leave it a few more hours. He's mixed up some ghoul resin, 1-to-1 mixing ratio. And he's added in some ultra fine, but only a very small amount of ultra fine silver glitter. There we go. Stirred it up. It's very, very clear, which is good. Needs to be. And now he's going to fill up these two moulds. So he's going to fill them right to the top with this clear, sparkly, slightly sparkly resin. There he goes. It's just filling them up. Make sure, of course, you are working on a level surface. You want these to be flat. Then they will cure as on an even level. There we go. Look at that. I love that. Just a little bit of sparkle. Definitely needs just a little bit of sparkle. Then he's just gone round the edges of the mould and just over the tops of the fishes and that with the micro brush. There we go. Now he's going to spritz it. A couple of spritzes of isopropyl alcohol just to try and help the bubbles dissipate. There we go. And here we are with the other one. I love this. I love the white background. There we go, just topping up the mould with the resin. Lovely bit of sparkle in that. You can't go wrong with a bit of sparkle. Definitely not. Love the way it's just catching the light there. Looks really, really lovely. Fantastic. Does just also just repeats what he did with the other one. Round the edges of the mould, just over the shells, just to make sure that there are no little bubbles trapped. And spritz it with some isopropyl alcohol. Now, this is the following day. Now, although we did keep an eye on these, unfortunately, we've got a couple of little bubbles, little holes, more noticeable on this one. But to be honest with you, I don't think it detracts from the overall finished product. I mean, okay, yes, it's not ideally what you'd want, but I don't think it detracts from it. So here I am. Now these demoulded really easily. Really easily. Look at that. The way it's been captured in that lovely resin. And with the glitter suspended in it too, which is great. That's the underside and that's the top side. Now you could put some nice little plastic or that like little rubberized clear plastic little round circle, I don't know what you call them, feet on the underneath. They're sticky on one side. We do have them. We probably will do that with this, just to raise it up slightly from the surface of whatever you put it on. But I mean, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but we will. And here's the other one, demoulding. Moulds coming away really easily. Definitely going to be repeating this project using some of the different coloured fishes that we've made already. Yeah, you can see the bubbles a bit more there. But I do like the way it encapsulates the shells. It looks beautiful with a white background. Beautiful. So here's the final shot and some more of those lovely fishes that we've made in different colours. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making this one. It was very organic in the way it developed, and using up leftover resin from previous projects and so on. And also being able to highlight, you know, moulds that we'd got from a couple of different Temu hauls. Look at these lovely fishes. I love them. Love them, love them. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing and helping us along on our creative journey. We will be back again in 2 or 3 days with another video. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. As I said, hit the notification bell. Take care, everyone, and